tell us about this spruce up that Microsoft has done.
Well, Simon, Microsoft is doing something pretty unusual. They're taking their own operating system and sort of cleaning it up. If you buy a Windows PC through one of their small chain of retail stores or through their online stores, they're essentially undoing what their own hardware partners do to Windows.
So what does this mean for the user? I mean, does this mean I get a cleaner sort of system?
Cleaner and faster, because this has been for many years one of the problems with Windows PCs. Because Microsoft doesn't make the computer, you have to buy it through Sony or Samsung or Dell or one of the many other vendors, and they load a bunch of what I like to call craplets on there. Third-party apps they wrote themselves that duplicate parts of what's in Windows, things that are just sort of ads and come-ons for third-party products, and it really kind of clutters it up, makes the machine run more slowly, start up more slowly, and this has really bugged some people at Microsoft for years. So now go ahead.
Now they've cleaned it up, right?
Yeah, now they have a thing called Signature. You can only get it if you buy the computer directly from Microsoft. They have a small chain of stores, which are kind of like Apple stores. They have 16 of them now. If you walk in there, you can buy any of these companies' PCs, but they all have this Signature cleaned up version of Windows on them. And the same thing if you buy it at Microsoft's online computer buying store.
So you say it's cleaner, but you also have some caveats. Talk us through that.
Well, the caveats would be that obviously if you're HP or Sony or Dell or somebody, you may believe that these extra things they put on have some value. I personally think they have very little value, but you know, obviously these companies think they have some value. They differentiate their machines and so forth. They think they're good for consumers. And then there may be some consumers that like this stuff, but my experience is most consumers would rather have less clutter and a faster machine, and this is what Microsoft's trying to deliver to them.
And they're trying to deliver that, and you can get this added to a computer for 99 bucks, right? That's
right.
That's it.
I mean, if you buy it in their store new, it's the same price as if you bought it at Best Buy somewhere. They're not adding to that. But if you bring in your own computer for 99 bucks, they'll do the same thing. They'll turn it into a Signature machine.
So how does it compare with Apple? Say if I've got a MacBook, how would this compare?
Well, I think it actually brings them closer to the Apple experience. And this has been another source, you know, off the record. They don't ever want to talk about this. When they look at what's actually being delivered by their partners, it's a much messier experience than buying a Mac. So when you walk into a Microsoft store and you see all the machines there, they're much cleaner, and they're closer to the experience you get from Apple, and they see that as an advantage because, as you know, Apple has been slowly taking some share away from Microsoft in recent years.